All right, we're in the middle of the Duelist Cup grind. I think currently sitting in around top 20, but gonna take a short break to take a look at the new OCG ban list. I've auto-translated it here, so the text might be a little weird, but nonetheless, is that branded Expulsion? Or am I... That is branded Expulsion, right? Power of the Elements? Why is that on here now? Anyways, I have no idea. I have no idea what's on here. Let's just blind react to it and let's see how it goes. I mean, branded Expulsion, for all that it's worth, should be on the ban list. Why did they put it on the ban list now? I have zero clue. But here it is. Also, funnily enough, this only makes sense in modern Yu-Gi-Oh! If they also ban Sanctifier, which would be crazy. It would be good, but kind of crazy. It's not that crazy if you really think about it, but I just didn't expect crazy branded hits on this one, I guess. But all right. Expulsion goes. And that's it. All right, Maxi stays. Oh, dude, how is this the one card? How do you look at the power level of the OCG and you're like, yeah, this is the one card that needs to go? God, come on, man. All right. Limited cards. Holisu. Okay. Holisu goes to 1. That is interesting. I don't remember. Hold up. Let me quickly take a look at the latest OCG metagame report, because I don't remember there being a lot of Vanquish Soul. This feels like it's an okay card to be at 1. Don't get me wrong. Like, I think Holisu at 1 is understandable, but this is the last breakdown that we've seen. Vanquish Soul is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8th most represented deck in this breakdown, and Branded isn't even on. Oh no, Branded is on here. Okay, Branded is number 5. All right, okay. Well, Drollin Lockbird, good riddance. Card going to 1. I mean, look, we're not gonna have the entire discussion right now of is Droll the problem, or are the decks in the format the problem? Like, is Droll a symptom of people playing overpowered decks? To an extent, yes. Still, the card is not very fun. So I'm at this point, I'm of the opinion, like, rip off the band-aid. All right, rip off the band-aid, and if there's decks that are going too crazy, hit those decks properly. All right, Droll's existence cannot justify the crazy shit that stuff like, I don't know, Mitsurugi Raizel does, or whatever, you name it, right? Like, those decks should be handled properly anyways. So I'm happy this card is going higher and higher up the ban list. March here. What heck? Is this the proper list? Dude, this is the list. Huh? This feels like a list from like 6 months. Where's Tenpai? Dude, I thought someone tricked me. I doubled down just to check if this is the ban. This feels like a ban list they should have made like a year ago. I am confusion. Anyways, March here and Kaiman, sure. Malice, once they're doing this now that these decks are basically dead, is the weird thing. Okay. Mitsurugi Prayers to 1 is a very good hit. I hope we get that in the TCG as well. As much as I love the pure Mitsurugi deck, it's getting out of hand with all the hybrids, and it's really hard for them to regulate it. So this is good. I think the OCG also, for what it's worth, still has King of the Pharaoh Limps, so to an extent, this doesn't even matter. For the hybrid decks, they can still do the entire thing, but if you use your prayers on turn 1, you don't have one for another turn, which is a very good limit. This is better than limiting Habakiri for hitting the hybrid decks, because the hybrid decks are all about like using this card on turn 1 and then having another one to bring the Murakumo back. The one of Habakiri you can search easily, especially in like Master Duel and OCG, because King of the Pharaoh Limps and Arclight. Arclight is banned in OCG, I think. But yeah, this good hit. This card, I have no idea why this card is at 1. We're recognizing that this card is a problem and completely busted and should never see the light of day. We're putting it to 1. I'm assuming that there is going to be ways to search it. I mean, I think some of the Spellcaster, like Fairy Tail decks, I don't know off the top of my head if they can search this. Maybe it is a card that they have to hard draw. Nonetheless, if you realize this card's a problem, just put it to 0. Like, this card should not exist. Okay, we got more. This is the most OCG ban list of all time. This is officially, I officially declare this an OCG ban list. Okay, yeah, D barrier at 1, sure. I mean, Some decks are only playing one already to begin with. Some decks are not playing it at all because they choose Solemns instead. But sure, put the card that skips the entire turn to 1. Why not? Rao, Draco Tail to 1 is actually a hit that makes sense, which is big news for this ban list, apparently. Yeah, this is fine. I mean, I'm not happy necessarily about this as a fan of Draco Tail. I figured, like, the way I feel about this, you guys know this, I've been saying this. I would have preferred if they never made the broken Albaz support so that pure Draco Tail could have stayed the way it was, because I think that deck was fine. No one in their right mind has complained ever about pure Draco Tail. Now that the Albaz cards are everywhere in it, it is too powerful of a deck, and they're choosing to hit the Draco Tail part of it harder, which I'm not happy about. It's the same thing with Vanquish Soul and K9, where they're hitting, even here, they're hitting Vanquish Soul again, instead of finally banning Ripper, which should have been banned one day before it was printed. So yeah, it's fair. Draco Tail is a strong deck, even though, once again, I think a lot of the OCG is more dominated by the Synchro decks, like the ones that can play the Fedralis Harmonia. So wait, no, they do have Herald of the Arclight, right? Yeah, they do have Herald of the Arclight. They didn't ban it again. Dude, they're hitting so far. They've hit Mitsurugi a little bit, but only very slightly. And then they're starting hitting decks starting from like top 5 decks. Everything above has not been hit so far. Okay. Limiting feathers. This is nah. Who made this ban list? I just want to talk, man. I just want to talk. What the hell happened here? Nah. I mean, 1 Featherstorm is better than 3. 1 Barrier is better than 3. 1 Secret Village is better than 3. But the fact that they recognize, hey, you guys are suffering from these cards in the game, I'm gonna put every single one of these at 1. So you know what's gonna happen? Every deck that can play one of these cards, like, let's say your deck can play Secret Village. Your deck is now going to play Secret Village and D-Barrier and whatever other, like, Solemn Report, Solemn Judgment, and still has a very good chance at drawing one of those cards when it goes first. If your deck can play Featherstorm, it's going to play Featherstorm plus D-Barrier for still 2 cards plus Thrust, potentially. Like, that's the craziest part. These normal traps specifically going to 1 means you can still Thrust for them going first, and the Field Spell going to 1 means you can still access it with anything that searches a Field Spell, which is still not that hard. So this is crazy behavior. They're hitting decks from like 2 years ago, not touching the popular decks at the moment, and limiting all the floodgates. That's crazy work. And then, okay, we're buffing decks that are irrelevant in comparison to the power level of the other decks. Okay, Diabellstar, was this at 1? Is this going up? I'm sure these 3 are going up. Ratpier, Sprite Blue, and Rhino Heart are going up. Which was at 1? Maybe. Yeah, I think they limited a lot of the Snake Eye stuff. Toad going to 2. I believe that was at 1. Metamorphosis was at 1. I know that. Reincarnation. Okay, I guess it says down here. Okay, Diabellstar was limited. This is Ratpier was limited. These were all limited. Okay, so there's no this is crazy. I don't remember. I genuinely do not remember if I've ever seen, from an outside perspective. Okay, I'm not an OCG duelist, of course. If there's any OCG duelists watching this, then feel free to let me know. But I cannot recall that I've ever seen a ban list that was more out of touch than this one. There's 0 hits to Cool Tune, Elf Note, Sky Striker, which are all 3 part of the top 4 in this breakdown. I mean, of course, this breakdown is not the entire metagame, but come on. Cool Tune is by far the most popular deck. Elf Note is giga popular. Sky Striker is very popular. And I say this as a Sky Striker fan. The fact that they're hitting, as much as I hate Tenpai and love Sky Striker, the fact that they're hitting or was Kaiman banned? Wait, Kaiman was banned. Oh, that's even worse. They're bringing back Tenpai. Yeah, that'll fix it. Okay, dude. Oh my god, I'm getting unhappier by the minute. I mean, I'm getting happier. I'm not playing the OCG. But this is crazy. Even as, okay, to finish my previous thought, even as much as I hate Malice and love Sky Striker, the fact that they're hitting Malice and not touching like Sky Striker, Elf No Cool Tune is completely crazy. Okay, the unlimits are still to come, but I mean, okay, oh my god. This is the wrong direction for Dragoon to go, I'm telling you that much. I mean, to be fair, this card being at 1 does not matter, but this card with the new Dark Magician of Destruction stuff should not go that direction. Oh my god. And that's, I guess Sprite Starter is gonna fix the game. Holy. Eh? It does say April 1st. Everything about this ban list says April 1st, to be honest with you. I am at a loss for words. What the hell is this? They cannot be serious. They cannot be serious. Okay, okay. I'm very interested to hear the thoughts of any OCG players on this, because once again, I don't play your format, but I do follow it a decent amount, and from an outside perspective, this feels like one of the most out of touch ban lists, if not the most out of touch ban list I've ever seen in my life. A ban on a deck that is barely relevant and also probably doesn't affect the viability of the deck, while Sanctifier is legal. I don't even think, honestly, I don't think this card should even see play in the deck while Sanctifier is legal. Limiting decks that are not even in the top 3 for the most part, besides one hit to Mitsurugi Prayers, which is not going to stop Mitsurugi from being good, I'll tell you that much. Limiting some of the most toxic floodgates in the game, which is not banning them. An understandable limit to Droll, understandable limit to Marcher, understandable limit to Rahu, but nothing crazy here. Once again, these are not the top decks in the format right now. They are playable, but not that crazy. Completely irrelevant semi-limits. Completely irrelevant unbans. Dragoon going in the wrong direction. Kaiman coming off the ban list. And 0 hits to any of the actual top decks in the game. It's crazy. And once again, why does this matter even for TCG players is that, of course, cards that are designed in Yu-Gi-Oh! Are designed first for the OCG. So the environment that they have is where cards are being like designed for. So if the OCG is operating at a super high power level, the cards that they print are designed to function in that super high power level, which is why it's concerning for the TCG when the OCG is being, from my perspective, mismanaged like that. That is crazy. But okay, well, it is what it is, I suppose. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. But I, for one, am giga happy to not be an OCG duelist right now. But it has me worried for the future in general, and also for Master Duel, because it tends to follow the OCG a little bit. But okay, well.